Good morning, welcome to Treasures Adventures. As you can see, all the peacock babies, they're growing up. So I'm going to show you what I do on eBay and how I ship something once it sells. So the first thing I do is I go to my eBay store, I sign in, and then I go down to where my sales are. And there's always this highlighted blue button there, and I click on that so I can print my shipping label. Okay, so I had to cover up my customers' information and my information, our addresses and stuff. So the first thing I would do is I'd sign in, and then I would go down to where it says things that have been paid for and shipped or sold. And I click on the highlighted button, print shipping label. Okay, and then it pops up the way I chose to ship it. And here, right here is where I would change the ounces because it's 7 ounces. And I usually put the weight or the measurements of the envelope, which is 9 by 6 by 1 inch, because it's definitely not 1 inch. You always have to round up, and on the ounces you round up, on the pounds you round up. Okay, so then I hit update. Okay, so after I update, this is how much it's going to cost me to ship this item. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I hit purchase and print. Okay, this is for everybody that wants to learn how to sell on eBay. I'm just going to show you how I go about it. This is a camper pot, like for coffee or boiling hot water. So I'm just going to get on here and I'm going to show you how I research this before I actually list it. Okay, I'm going to start by putting camper coffee pot in the search bar up here. Actually, I'm gonna put blue camper, blue metal camper pot, and see what comes up. Okay, they're showing me a lot of campers and stuff, which are neat, but that's not what I'm looking for. So I'm going to put camping instead. Okay, here's what I'm looking for. And what I'm doing is I'm seeing here how much they're going for. So you always have to take into account for the price they're going for and what the shipping is on these. So I'm going to click on this one. This computer's slow today. Okay, see it says here $11.90 economy shipping. So you got to add that onto the $14. So the total price is going to be this $14 plus $11.90. Okay, now I'm going to go back and see, this is just what people have it listed for. That doesn't mean that they're actually selling. Like here's one that there's a bid. There's no bids on it. You know, it's up for auction. There's no bids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hit sold. Now this is the ones that actually sold and how much they sold for. Now this one here sold for $18.11, and this one might be a little bit different. Let me just look at it. Oh, it's got the inside. So the one that I was looking at, the one I have does not. So we want to click out of that. Okay, here's one. Here's one that looks like what I have. It says it sold for $13.95 for best offer. So let's see if we can see exactly what it went for. Okay, so it sold for $13.95 and $12 shipping. So we know that this is what this is actually worth because that's what it's sold for. And then the shipping, you know, you could, if you wanted to have free shipping, you could kind of tally that into there and then maybe go a little lower. But I'm finding that the shipping is getting to be ridiculous, so I've been putting shipping on mine. Or the other option you could do is put this on auction, you know, put the shipping in there, but put it on auction for $4 and let it start at $4 and see what happens. You might get more than that, or you might get about the same. It's hard to say. So I'm going to go ahead, and this will save you time too. Is right here it says sell now, because I have something similar to this. I'm going to hit sell now. And then what this will do is it'll populate. But it's very important that you change the title and make it yours because you don't want to copy anybody else's stuff. So what I did is I copied the rough draft by doing that. So now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to hit save draft. So that'll save it into my saved drafts, so that I can go back to it when I'm ready to list it and list it. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and make this draft mine. So I'm going to resume. Okay, I'm going to erase all this. I'm going to put in my own. Okay, now to show you, I was working on this off camera because it takes a little bit of time. So I made a title here. It says Camping Enamel Coffee Pot, Metal Blue Spec, Cowboy Style Pot for Boiling Water. So the main thing on this is copying and pasting is your best friend. So I know a lot of people have been commenting that they don't know how to copy or paste, or they don't know how to do eBay. And this is why I'm showing you this, so you can learn how to do it. And it's really that simple. So I clicked on the title now. I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to slide this across and see how it turns blue. Okay, then you go over here and you right click. And then see where it says copy. You copy that, okay? Now I'm going to go down to where it says advanced editing here. I'm going to click on advanced editing. And I'm going to change this to 24. And then I always highlight this so it's a darker color so people can see it real well. And then I just right click that. Again, hit paste, and there it is. And see, I didn't have to type all that. So that is going to save you some money, or some time, and money. So then I did that, and I'll put some more stuff in here, and I'll show you how I go about doing that. Actually, I'll show you that right now. What I do is I go back down here and I hit Save Draft. I'm going out of that draft and I'm going into another one that I already have my signature on. So I'm going to hit Resume on that one. Okay, I'm going to go down to the description, and right here where it tells all what I expect when somebody buys my things. So I'm going to take my thing, click it on that. I'm going to slide it across and down till I get all that. And then I'm going to click on it, right click, copy. Okay, now I'm going to go down and hit save. So I still have that for later. And then I'm going to go back to the one I was working on, camping. So I hit resume. Now I'm going to go down again where I put that stuff at first, and I'm going to come down here. Okay, I'm going to come down there. I'm going to hit right click, paste, and there's my stuff. So that right there just saved me a ton of time. Okay, then what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to do it as auction style. I'm going to do it for 5 days. I'm going to start it at $4 because I want this thing to move. Otherwise, you know, you put it too high, it just doesn't move. But here I'm going to change where it says free shipping. I'm going to unclick that and I'm going to put $12.95 because I know it won't cost me a whole lot to ship this because it's really not that heavy and it won't need a lot of padding. And then right here I just make sure it says flat rate to all buyers. And then I go down here and I always accept returns because it's good to do that. Then I put the exclusions of locations. Right now I'm not doing out of country, so I just click that. It just makes it simple for me not to do that or try to figure out, you know, shipping and all that. So right now I just stick with the lower 48 pretty much. Sorry you guys in Alaska and Hawaii, but I love you, but you know, it's a little bit more expensive to ship it. So I changed that. So I've got all that done, right? So now I'm going to show you how I get the pictures in here. So I'm going to save this and I'll come back to show you that because I'm going to have to get something else. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going in my eBay app. And I'm going to go down here where it says my eBay. Click that and I'm going to go to selling. Click that. And then you'll see here it says drafts. Here. There's the one I was working on. So I'm going to click that. That brings that up. Okay, there's the one I just was working on. So to add the pictures, which I already took in my phone, I just hit that. I go down to here to photo library. Okay, sorry about that. I had to hide some people on here that might not want to be on YouTube. So what you do is you go ahead and you hit each photo. So you click on each one and then you hit add photos. And then I'm going to just come back because I don't want to show these people. Hang on. Okay, and now I'm just going to hit done. And then I close out. Okay, now I go back to the regular computer and I'm going to go back to that item. I'm going to hit resume. I apologize for the background noise. Somebody's mowing a lawn next door. So you can see all my pictures came up here. So what I'm going to do now, just to make that look a little nicer, I'm going to go over here and hit crop. And just kind of crop some of that background stuff. I really need to make a box with a background to photograph this stuff. Would look way more professional. I just haven't done it yet. So now I'm going to I crop that, make it look a little better, save. And you can see how that made that look a little better. This one's not too bad. The rest of them are probably okay. So maybe I'll crop the top of that one a little bit just because that shirt's in the background that I keep saying I'm going to put on eBay and haven't done yet. Okay, and then I hit save. Okay, so you can see I put here in the condition is used, in great shape. I see no rust, which I don't. You always want to be honest with your customers because that's important. The other thing you want to make sure you do is communicate with them because that means a lot to people. If they have a question, answer it right away as soon as you can. And if you can't do it as soon as you can, right away, then message them and let them know what the deal is because they like to hear from you rather than you just not even acknowledge them. So, and also I always try to ship everything out as fast as possible. So now I'm going to go down here to preview. I'm going to take a look at what it looks like. Okay, there's the picture. Tells the description, a little bit about it. It's on auction for 5 days. $4 is the starting price. Shipping is $12.95. And I went a little higher on the shipping just in case it's California. Now, a lot of times it is. I would say probably 50 to 60% of the time is California, which is funny. But it usually is, or somewhere out west anyway. So it cost me a little more to ship it. So, okay, there's that. It looks good to me. You know, I check this is all there. So I click out of this, and then I go right down here, and I list it. And there it is. It's all done. So I hope this helps you know how to do it yourself, to list and to sell some of these things that you don't need to hold on to because you're not using them, and make a little extra money. So until the next video, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a nice day.